Hi everyone. I wanted to finish up today what I've been speaking about for the past couple of weeks about some of these fruits of the Holy Spirit as enumerated in St. Paul's letter to the Galatians. Some of these manifestations of the Spirit active, alive in our own lives, and how we can really live that out in our own vocations, in our own lives. And today I wanted to speak a little bit about gentleness and self-control. For me, very oftentimes, there are a lot of people or situations or things in which get on my nerves, in which I disagree with. And I think that in our world today, in our country, I think that it's very clear that we don't always have the same opinions, and that sometimes people are not afraid to share a difference in opinion or whatever the case may be. And I think that we really need to be aware of this virtue and this fruit of the Holy Spirit of gentleness. To always be aware and to be sensitive to other people. I think that this virtue of gentleness really needs to be rooted in that of humility. That ultimately, while I would love to tell you exactly what I'm thinking, and I want to think that what I'm thinking or what I do is superior to you, that ultimately this humility of saying, you know what, even though I really just want to come and tell you exactly what it is or deal with this situation in my own way, that the other person has dignity. And that ultimately the only way in which we can really relate and come into communion, which is really, again, that fruit of the Holy Spirit, is by being gentle, by being careful, affectionate, by not being rough, but by approaching the other with care and respect. How can we do that better in our lives and be an example to our world in which sometimes is not always gentle? And finally, this of self-control. I think that, we live in a world, especially in the United States, of abundance, in which we have perhaps a lot of things at our disposal. And, from the ability to eat and drink and watch television and have money and so on and so forth. And yet, sometimes those things can distract us, obviously, from those things that are most important, our relationships, especially with other people, and ultimately our relationship with God. How can we be more in self-control of using all of these great things that God has given us, but not deviating from those things which are really important in our lives? So I think that those are two fruits, 2 points of reflection this week. How can we be gentle, being humble, being respectful toward other people? And then how can we control ourselves? Again, in the things of the world, not to distract us from that of our relationship with God and the love and the relationships that we have with other people. And I'm hoping that if we see all of these fruits of the Holy Spirit alive in our lives, how we can change our world. A world that is in much need of a renewal by the Holy Spirit. And if we can live according to this love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, generosity, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control, we too can be that light shining in the darkness of our world. And we can truly transform our world through that love of Christ. And we can truly be that beacon of hope that the world is in such a need today. God bless you. Thank you very much.